everyone, it's Donna here, and I just wanted to share with you what I've been working on the last couple of days. I decided I wanted to play with my vintage and antique laces. The last journal I did had a cover made with just, I was working with a bag of snippets, a bag of, my scrap bag. This time I've decided I'm going to work with my good stuff, the stuff I've been hoarding. Recently I tore apart a tablecloth to get some of the motifs off of it, and I ended up with all of these rectangles. And I decided I'm going to make some more mini journal covers. I have a few more to go, but this is what I've done a few already, and they are just stitched. They've already been stitched on. I'm going to be, when I finish these, I'm going to be offering them for sale. There's a few that are a little bit smaller. I thought they were all the same size, but they're not. But these are all made with my pretties, my pretties. So I've got a bunch of them done. Well, they're not finished. They're not finished yet. They don't have anything on the inside. I did an experiment. Here's another one with just strips of linens, of laces, and I decided to sandwich a piece of cardstock in between the cover and the inside fabric, which is just a muslin. It's still very flexible, but it gives it a little bit more stability, I think. And I'm going to be using, I have a whole bunch of paper packs, old paper packs, and in them there's always a couple that I don't like the pages, so that's what I'm going to use sandwiched inside of here for the stability on them. So those are ones that I have done. They've all been stitched on. I just need to put the inside and the fabric for the inside in them. But I thought I would turn on the camera while I work on another one. Let me put these off to the side. Around me I have 3 bins of my good stuff, what I consider my good stuff. This one's mostly like trims, vintage trims. And I've got, a couple more with like collars and tatting, some really antique laces. And yet another one, these are my most recent purchases. I haven't even sorted them into the proper bins that they need to go in, but all kinds of good stuff, all my good stuff, really antique, a lot of antique things in there. So this is what I'm going to be working with. Let me just take one of these, and I thought I'd bring you along while I create this. I apologize in advance because this is just trial and error. I just put things down and see how I like them, and then I will. What I'll do is just use art glitter glue to kind of just tack it down once I get the design I want. And then from there I'll take it over to the sewing machine and sew any of the places where laces join. So let's see. I'm just going to start putting stuff down to see how I like it. And for these I am sticking within the confines of the fabric. I'm not having anything go over the edges. As I'm laying things down though, things can hang off, and then once I get it glued down, then I'll go and cut any overhang off of it. Let me see. This is a good place to use up my collars. Like here's a collar that I've already taken some of it apart. I'm trying to use the collars, the ones that are curved. Let me see if I can find one. And of course I'm talking about it, so I'm not going to find one right now. Well, let's see. Well, this one's kind of straight. But I would take something like this and run it. As a matter of fact, I might use that on this one. Okay, let's keep that one out. That one will be in the forefront, so I need to find stuff to go behind it that I like. I'm just going to put stuff down until I see something that I like. Oh, I love this. Well, I've already got one that's a lighter color there. I try to alternate shades to some degree, like lighter and darker intermixed, unless I'm doing a one that's more tone on tone. I love this stuff. Let's see if I have a shorter piece. No. I hope you can, oops, you can't see what I'm doing because I'm moving it out of the way. Maybe I should come out just a little bit, just so I don't get myself in trouble. I love that one. It's very tattered and let's see. Oh, I have this beautiful lace. Oops, here's a smaller piece. Some really pretty lace. Well, let's do it this way. And something for down here. Let's see what I have in my bag of tricks. There's some more pretty lace here, which offers a different shade. I'm gonna cut this and put it underneath that one. So I've got my crease covered there. I might just leave that angular piece just to give it some, and of course that's the wrong side. Gosh, I love this kind of lace. It's so pretty. All right, let me see. Well, this kind of breaks up this, so that might be okay. Usually don't like such a big piece. Although once I have it, I can break it up with something. I've been pulling this piece out through all of those ones I just showed you, and I've never found a good spot for it. It's really delicate tatting. It was like a collar or something, and it has these little tatted doilies on it. So that might be a good place for one of those. Well, that's an option. I'm gonna put that underneath. Now, let's see. I might want something to break up that area up here. I know it doesn't look like much because I'm going off of the edge all the way around. So let me see. I have this weird stuff. It's like this is really, really dimensional. I don't know, maybe a little piece of that coming down just to add some interest to that part up there. My sewing machine is not going to like that though. I might not do that. My sewing machine is not going to like that when I go to sew around the edge. Let me see. What else do I have? What else do I have? Where's that one piece I just had that... See, this is how it goes. Trial and error. Oh, how about just some of that coming? Oh, wait a minute. I got my collar that I still need to put on there that I initially started with. Let's go back to that. Okay, there we go. I think I need to iron it because it's folding under. That kind of breaks up this up here, and it breaks up this area here, and now I might need something here. Maybe I'll just run a piece of this. Oh, I like that. I think I have it. I think I have it. Alright, I like that. Now, I have to figure out how to glue it down, just tack it down, so that I don't ruin what the design is that I just have. Okay, that I can take off because it's going to come on after, and that comes on after as well, and so does this. So now I got to just tack this part down so that I can flip it over and cut. And I am just going to run a little bead of art glitter glue, which holds it just enough for me to work with it. It doesn't bother my sewing machine either. By the time I go to sew it, it'll be dry anyway, so it still shouldn't be an issue. I'm just kind of going around the edge and tacking it down. This part overlaps. And I have so enjoyed working with my laces, and it makes me feel good that I am actually using some and not just hoarding them like I have been, because what I just showed you in those bins is just a fraction of what I have, and I actually have some more on the way. I just can't help myself. Hi, my name is Donna, and I have a linen and lace problem. So let me see. That's going to go up there. Let me just tack this down a little bit. That's going to go on after, so let me do the rest of this first. Okay, everybody, remember where I had everything, okay? Tack that down. Tack this down. Tack this down. Tack this down. Well, this one came together fairly quickly, probably because I'm filming, because normally I would take a whole lot more time just putting stuff in, taking it off, putting something else in, taking it off. Lots of trial and error, but I didn't want you guys to sit through that if you're interested in watching this at all. So I trying to make quicker decisions. Okay. I think I have that pretty much tacked down. All right, so I had this next going across to here. Cut this off. Back in the bin. You might go on another one. All right. Tack this down. I can see where the fabric is on that side. And just a little bit here and there, just so it doesn't move on me when I flip it over to cut it. I hope everyone is doing well. We had some nice weather today. I was tempted to get in the pool, but I wanted to play with my laces instead. Alright, so let's see. I wanted to put a little bit of this. Actually, how did I have it? This way. A little bit of this here. And this is going to go here. Well, now I kind of wish I had cut that straight, although I could always do that to kind of cover that edge, straight edge that's kind of bothering me. And move this down here. I think I need to iron that. All right. Well, here I go trying to decide again. I said I wasn't going to do that. I like it going more across both sides of the journal, so I think I'm going to leave it like that and leave that the way it is. Oh, I had something else here. I was going to put something else up here. I don't know. I don't think that's going to show enough, and I don't want to waste that pretty little tatting where it's not going to show. Although I could put it here. That would cover up that. But that's kind of, well, let me get it cut, and then I'll see where it falls. It might fall too much in the seam where the journal cover bends. All right, I'm gonna put some of this down. Press it down, and then just do a little bit along here. All right, and I'm going to tack this down. Wait a minute. What's the right side? That's not the right side. This is the right side. Okay. Now I've really covered up that pretty lace there. Let's see if I can make it. There we go. How about that? Right there. Just do it, Donna. Just do it. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Back in the bin for another cover. This is just tacking it down, so I don't really need to put too much. This is folding under, so I need to fix that before I sew it folded under. Alright. Gluey hands. Okay. Let me put the cover on this for now. Alright, I'm going to flip it over and trim it. Hopefully it'll stay put. You can see it hangs off the edge. And everything gets saved. This can go on another cover. This will go in my scrap bin. I save just about everything, unless it's teeny tiny. And sometimes I save those too, if they're my pretties. Could be just enough for a little collage. Alright. There we have it. Oop, there's a little bit hanging off here. Okay. Oops, this side didn't get glued down all the way. Let's glue that down. Alright, so this is what we have. Now, do I want to put one of these little tatted, there's like 3 medallions in the center, and then there's this almost like a leaf motif on either end. I was thinking about putting it there to kind of cover up this join here, but let's see where the center would be once it's folded in half. Oh, that would put it right on the center, so I'm not going to do that. But I might put it here where you can still see it for the most part on the whiter. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to use this little guy. On this cover. I finally used it. I've been pulling that out and putting it back in the bin for 2 days now. I'm finally going to use part of it. Okay. I am just going to, well, let me tack it down a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm really going to get glue on my fingers now. This is definitely going to need to get sewed on, and I might even hand stitch this on just to make sure it gets on there, really on there. Don't want it coming off. because I'm not very good at sewing in a circle on my sewing machine. I haven't really mastered curved lines at all. I'm barely mastered straight lines, and that's even debatable. Okay, so here is one done. Let's see what it looks like on the back side. Now I will take that to my sewing machine and sew all the way around. I'll sew any of the edges that I see. I'll sew here. I'll sew here and probably along there with some beige thread so that it doesn't show very much. So there's another one done. I don't know how long. I'm going to go ahead and do one, see if I can get one more in. We'll see how it goes. All right, so what am I going to start with on this one? I might start with this really pretty. Oh, that's pretty. I love that. I'm not going to use, and I want this tattered edge to show. I'm just going to cut part of this off. This is definitely antique. Alright, so I've got my first piece. What else do I have up here? What's this? There's another antique lace. What? I've got this that I could use. Let's just throw that on there for now. I'm looking for different textures. Different textures. What else do I have? Oh. Where's that one I just had? Here's some Alençon lace, kind of like what's on a wedding dress. Oh, I like that. I like that, except I wanted that to show. All right, let's see. Here's some eyelet lace. Trying to figure out which side's the right side. Looks pretty much the same on both sides. So let's kind of put that under there. Bring this guy down. All right. What do we do over here? How about this guy? I might end up putting this one on top. What else do I have? Oh, here's some pretty. This one is looks like a combination of tatting on both edges and then bobbin lace down the middle. So this adds another color, and I might run this one all the way across over to this, just to kind of break that up some. Alright, so I got, what do I have here? What do I have that's wide enough? Although it could be two different ones. Oh, I like that edge. I want, okay, maybe I'll put that on top. And this, okay, kind of want, well, how about if I turn it around? What is this? This was where the price tag was on it at some point. There, now I can see that edge at the top. And continue with the thought I had. Put that underneath. Run that across. Okay, now I've got two things going this way. Now I want something going that way. So how about one of these here? Some little crochet lace. And what else do I have? This was a corner of something. Oh, how about if I put that there? Oh, okay. I like that there. I think what I'm going to do though is fussy cut. I'm going to fussy cut around this motif so that I just have this corner piece. And then run something pretty underneath there because it's going to stick out from around this. Bear with me while I fussy cut. Fussy cutting fabric. I don't know if you watched a while back, I had a "What is this?" video, and the items that what I was showing were actually tissue box covers, and that, if I remember correctly, that's what this was from. I cut those apart and I've been using them in projects. Okay, I like that. Now I need something to go underneath both of these that's pretty. Something pretty for underneath. Oh, here's just a little snippet. Oh, it's not quite big enough. That would have been pretty. Not quite big enough. Alright, let's see what we got. Well, since I have that, how about if I put this thing under here that I was initially going to use on top, put it underneath. Yeah, I like that. I like it, I like it. Alright, let's see. I'm going to get this glued down and then decide if I want something else on top. I might even take this that I cut off and flip it and put it up there or up here, kind of like that. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Oh, I left my glue undone, uncapped. Let me make sure I can get it out. All right. I'm just going to glue down the edges. I'm going to glue a little bit of this down. Gluey fingers. Alright, I'm going to glue this down. That's on top, so I'm going to glue that. I love my laces. I got a package, and this is not a full piece, so I'm just going to round that off. I got a package of laces in the mail today that I got on eBay. I haven't opened it yet. I'm trying to show great restraint. Tonight when I sit down to watch TV, I'm going to open my package and look at my new pretties and see how I like them. And I may make some more covers. Depending on how these sell, whatever doesn't sell, I'm probably going to be offering these, if I get them done, this coming weekend. Whatever doesn't sell, I am going to make into little mini, little mini journals. But my plan this weekend is just to sell the covers. Sell covers for those of you who don't have a collection of linens or don't sew or just like the look of that and want to try your hand at journal making on a small scale. This would be an option for you. Alright, I'm going to glue this down. Alright, I'm just going to lop some of this off for now. Well, maybe I can get it right even. I've got too much hanging off. It's getting in my way. Okay, back in the bin for another cover. I am so glad to be able to use some of this up. I love it. These laces have a story to tell, and hopefully they will tell stories in journals now. Their story is now going to become part of people's journals that could be heirloom pieces. I probably should have moved that down some. I'm losing my scallop. I'm going to do that because it is, I'm going to move it down so that scallop shows. Okay. There. That's not sticking very well. All right. Got to, this has gotten kind of crooked. Straighten that up a little bit. Not that it has to be perfect, but I have trouble doing messy. It's not in my nature to do messy. I like clean lines and clean angles. All right. Okay. Let's see. Do I have? Nope, I got one more. Here we go. Get it down there good. Cover my glue. I need to order some more art glitter glue. I just finished the big bottle, pouring it into here. This stuff lasts so long. I think I bought that big bottle of this on Amazon a year ago, and I'm just now getting to the last of it. That stuff is great. Oh, I didn't do the inside of this. And because it comes out in such a fine tip, it lasts forever. And it's such a good glue, you don't have to put a whole lot. Okay. Alright, and flip it over and cut the edge, and then this one will be pretty much done. Well, at least the cover. I still need to stitch it, of course. I'm going to cut this good because I might use it on the other side. Alright. More snippets for my snippet bin. Alright, let's see. This is hanging off a little bit. Alright, there we have it. Now let's see, do I want to put this anywhere? And I think I do. I think I'm going to put it in the center here. Well, maybe not. I kind of want to break this big piece up with something. What do I have? Okay, I've got this big thing that I've been chomping on. Maybe just a couple of these going down this way. I think I like that. Let's try it. See if I can cut this right without ruining it. Let's see what two of those look like. I kind of like it. Now I've got another big area here. Here's another one I've been chomping on. And about if I put that up there. I think I like that too. So let's do that. I can't believe the phone hasn't rung yet. I've gotten at least 3 junk phone calls today. One of them was right before I turned the camera on to start recording. Like, I had my finger on the record button and the phone started ringing. It just drives me crazy. I'm almost to the point where I want to change my phone number. I don't know how to make it stop. I'm on the national do not call list, but that doesn't do any good. Okay. That's the right side. Put that up there. Okay, I like it. I likey. Alright, so I am going to glue those two down. And where's my remote? Here are the two that we did. Just give you a little bit closer up. That's going to be glued down. You've got that. And then the first one is here. All kinds of vintage and antique laces and linens. So I hope you enjoyed watching as I created these two journal covers. Stay tuned this weekend. I will be selling them. Hopefully, if I can get them done, or I'll at least sell the ones I have done. And some other things. I'm not sure what else this weekend, but I'm sure I'll be offering more than just that. So thank you for following along with me. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you this weekend. Bye for now.